We'll move into a game one of this best of two series between Team Dog and, of course, Motivate Trust. I think you should be able to deal with this duo that's come out from Motivate Trust. Especially if Fu can make the jump onto Q and kind of get him away from death. You can really start to stack up the Fury swipes, although mid lane, Ahmed going onto Fearless very early on and will get the kill. He will die to the tower, and Q will be around to soak the XP.
He just needs something to help him at least increase the gap between him and the Bat Rider. Of course, should help out in taking some of
Fearless.
those... Oh no.
Yeah, he's dead. Fearless. Underestimating how much sticky napalm he was taking. Boombell will be able to salve up on the Pangolier. And this top lane, I mean, you already talked about it, but it's not going to get much easier for Motivate, but they are going to try to go on to Team Dog. In fact, Fearless is going to join in now, so Ice will go down. Paulison is kind of a sitting duck now, and Savage will be able to take that kill for himself.
Abed, level 6 already, has a double damage rune, pocketing his skill points as well. Looking if he can just play greedy without having to go for the lasso. Still has complete control in the lane. They are making moves by.
In your dream, gonna be in trouble. Death actually falling low himself. In your dream, however, gonna be the first one to drop. Looks like Q may die to the clock and does. Fu and Paulison able to get that one, and now they'll go on to Death. But Death, I believe he will be a bit too tanky. In fact, he might find another kill here, or maybe not. Fu is able to stick charge up. He's going to survive as they go back onto Death. He has another anchor smash if you want to try for this. Fu is going to tie now. Paulison is stuck with this tide by himself, and he cannot do the job by himself. We'll have to leave. Blood Right will be dropped, but Boombell will just keep going. They will not be able to keep up with Ice, who does eventually back off. Back down to the bot lane, where Ahmed is rotated now onto Death. He does have the Ravage, but he won't commit yet. Just trying to hold on to it for now. It will eventually come out. That's a big Ravage, connecting on 4 heroes, and Ahmed on the run may just die and will. 2 heroes going down, and the silence on Death just did not last long enough. They aren't going to really be able to lock him down though, so In Your Dream is able to just get himself out. Bot lane could see a bit of action. Q going to get ruptured up by Ice into the Blood Right, and Q is going to get blown up. That's going to get himself a free kill, while top lane In Your Dream was trying to go onto Fearless. Now we'll try for Boombell, but does get disarmed straight away. In Your Dream just going to keep farming up. Looks like he's not too interested in getting involved this early on, although as I say that, Fearless playing with fire. In Your Dream getting jumped on again by Fearless with the Remnant, and In Your Dream is eventually going to die here. The Ember does make it happen.
MG Trust, they've got the smoke on 2 supports at the back though.
You do have that Rolling Thunder on Boombell to boot. Swashbuckle not going to land. Rolling Thunder is going to be used up, but they don't quite have the angle, so Boombell will go towards the west, see if you can find In Your Dream. They do land the stun once, but that'll pretty much be it. And In Your Dream now, pop the Enrage. Soulbind is there with the double silence, but everyone's going to be fine. Unless Abed can find a lasso. Hookshot in from Fu. A very messy engagement here from Team Dog. Still trying. Boombell trying to fight it out. Laguna is going to come out, and now Abed is also going to die. A great rotation in from Death. That's going to be the 4th kill out for this Tide Hunter.
You really do need this to come out for In Your Dream in a timely manner. I'd say within the next 2 minutes, ideally, if not 2.5 to 3 minutes at latest. Just don't want to stall this any longer than you have to.
Hookshot in on to Fearless mid lane. They got the silence off into the Blood Right. A nice lasso out from Ahmed. They do have help, however. Where's the damage coming out from? It is not Team Dog. They have nothing. Savage now going to run down Paulison. They're still trying to kill off this Ember, but he is just not dying. Maybe now with the Blood Right? No. He will remnant away in time. Meanwhile, Boombell still going after Ice. This Bloodseeker probably not going to last very long. In fact, he is able to walk away. Yeah, let's look to go in, see if he can find anyone, but the Sleight of Fist is going to be off target. Be the tier 1 mid going. Meanwhile, the rest of MG Trust down at the bot lane, looking at Abed on that Bat Rider. And Ravage is going to be committed. They just want this kill ASAP. With the Rolling Thunder, it is going to be more than enough.
In Your Dream is about a minute away from the Battle Fury, so he's within the timing, considering that start. But MG Trust are not going to rest. They're just going to keep fighting like this.
Hook shot. It's going to be the back. Looks like they did find out the leaner. Q is going to die, but now Savage is looking to come in. Ice goes for a rupture. Does he even get there? I think he got an illusion. Collison is going to go down. It looks like an Ice has been left behind. He will also die, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that rupture was on a PL illusion.
Yep. It's the tricky part, right? It's so hard to find the right target. Now
Boo. Yeah, I mean, Savage is out of control now in this PL. There's not really much in the way of slowing him down.
Left alone to farm up as efficiently as possible. With Battle Fury, he's going to get a lot more. There is a smoke here from Team Dog.
Death is going to be targeted. They go for the hook shot out. They should be able to get him with the blood right there as well as In Your Dream. But Boomball going to go straight in the middle of the cogs, doing a lot of damage, but he is basically by himself, or maybe not. Fearless and Q going to come in. They go after Paulson in the back as well. Paulson should die, but they do get Q with In Your Dream. Arbed, meanwhile, trying to go for a bit more, but Savage is around now. He can't really find the real one that easily. Now he does. The lasso is there. They got the PL, and In Your Dream will come in, and they do get the kill. Onto Fearless. Chains out. Is not going to be enough. In Your Dream wants to keep going. Fearless, he does have one Remnant available, but he's going to play with fire. He will Remnant the other way.
They are just going to go straight to the rush, but here MG Trust going for that easy objective. You do not quite have vision here from the side of Team Dog, so it's just going to be straightforward for them. Should have an inkling of it happening. All the Ice.
Oh, Ice getting caught out. Laguna straight away being expended by Q to make sure he dies quick. That'll be the Roshan. Going down fairly easily. Or motivate Trust. Hook shot, gonna be there. Death getting caught out. Blood Right is gonna be there as well, so he can't ravage quite yet. He could wait this out though. He is still alive, but the battery assault slowly ticking him down, but he gets the life still in time. Rolling Thunder now. Death eventually does end up dying, but they also got Arfu. Paulson will drop, and with that they also lose Ice.
Dog, they've smoked up on their high ground here in the triangle.
Try and get something done here. Nice lasso is out, but a quick Yule's out from Q into the Light Strike array. They got the BKB off this time, so they will kill off Boombill. Ravage, oh, it's a great Ravage out from Death, jumping straight in onto In Your Dream. Arfu will be the secondary to get cleaned up here. Savage tipping his Tidehunter. Meanwhile, Fearless, he does catch out the Bloodseeker, and they will surround Ice. Death on this Tidehunter, he's been doing a great old job.
He's just really filling in the shoes of Masaros really well. Reminiscent of that. Death really coming into his own. Gonna go into the high ground now. Good bait out, but they aren't gonna give up just yet. Buybacks forced out from Ice. He's gonna have to put in his all, but Savage with his Scotty up is just such a hard hero to deal with. And they're just gonna lose the tier 3s, perhaps this full set of racks down mid as well.
Paulson died to Savage Illusions.
Jeez.
I wasn't watching. I assumed they were just running in, the illusions were just running into the tier 4 towers.
Oh yeah. They've forced a buyback, but they've already taken the tier 3 bot, so it's exposed.
Wrap through the die triangle, it looks like. They ping out Death. Death could be in a spot of trouble. Doesn't have Ravage for another 15 seconds, but it does get out of within safety. However, they have caught out Q with the lasso. He's going to be alright. They do get double ruptures off, but is it going to be enough? Boombill just rolling around within that Rolling Thunder. Savage actually going to get caught out by In Your Dream. Is going to die. Now Fearless looking to try and make something happen, but Q also being jumped by this Ursa is going down, but Savage is now there to get some revenge out. They get one in the carry of the Ursa, and they'll also get Arfu. No buybacks left for Team Dog, and Arbed in a very awkward spot. Can he TP out? No.
Ooh.
Savage does just get him in the nick of time.
Oh my god. He died in the fountain. Going to be down 2 sets of racks, potentially all of them, if MG Trust chooses to force this out. Heck, they might even eye tier 4s, but looks like Fearless is going to play safe.
It'll be the Roshan going down very quick. Fearless holding everyone else back, but BTS is going to be there. Won't be quite enough, there's no follow-up to it. Meanwhile, Arfu trying to go for a hook shot into the Roshan pit. Not going to be there in time. Abed tries to jump in and steal the Aegis, but he doesn't get it either. And he will be forced to BKBTB. He did get the cheese, but is that really going to be the game changer? We'll find out soon, because Fearless, he's in trouble with Arfu. Misses the hook shot. He does not get Fearless. Now, in your dream, going to be surrounded by Savage Illusions. He does BKB and Enrage, trying to run out of here, but it is over. They do call the GG. Motivate Trust, they do get game 1.
Yeah, it's, again, MG Trust on the up and up after the last time we saw them 2 days ago. They are looking a lot better now, much more tied in with their team plan. They're playing together so much better. MG Trust, no flashy big ults, but very straightforward combos. Going to be exciting to see how Death performs on the CK this time around. And of course, you do give Savage this comfort pick in the Morphling. He's going to be very happy with that hero. Yeah, it's an interesting choice there from Paulson. That does leave In Your Dream really vulnerable as well. He's just going to cop a lot of damage. He's going to need a reset by the time this Undying walks back.
He might be dead.
It's going to be a slower start.
Oh no, cute. Gonna get another Arcane Bolt off, and actually bot lane is where the first blood happens. Ice able to pick it up onto Boombill. And, he's gonna enjoy that now, being able to spam out the Firestorm whenever he wants. He can pop that regen rune whenever.
Just a steady farming lane once more. Abed is not really lagging behind, but certainly getting denied off a little bit more as you'd expect. You are still hitting some decent spikes here for Abed, so you will be able to hit 6 at good point.
They just hit Savage so much, John. Eventually, he ran out of strength to morph into, and now even Boombill's going to go down. On the brighter side, for Motivate Trust, they do end up getting the kill onto Paulson top lane. TP's mid lane, he might be in trouble again. Abed couldn't get there in time for the hero, but we'll be able to get the courier of 23 Savage. Motivate Trust still. Oh, Fearless shows up again in the bot lane. I thought he would have just left, but Weiss, he'll accept the free kill.
Back, you do see MG Trust drag the numbers up top. It's about that time where tier 1s are going to be targeted. Of course, they are already going bot, although IYD.
Yeah, IYD going to be in trouble. In Your Dream, going to try and just run away with the Spectral Dagger, but the damage is going to be out. Ice now with the rotation, gets a Rolling Thunder off and is going to focus down Boombill. Will eventually be able to get the kill now back in onto Paulson. Death and Q going to be able to get a double kill for the Skywrath. We haven't really seen many rotations out from Abed on the Void Spirit, which is kind of intriguing. It's been very quiet. He's actually queued up a 4-star, interestingly enough. Go back onto Savage. They do have Ice there as well. Savage going to go back in onto Abed. Going to try and fight this one out with Fearless TPing in. One of Atos there onto Fearless as well. They really want this kill onto Ice, and they will get it with the Mystic Flare. Savage still going back onto Paulson. Paulson very low. Will die to the Simulate damage. Now Abed might just have to back off, but Boombill gets a nice hook shot out onto Arfu. They will get a 3rd kill. Abed going back in for the kill onto the Clockwork, but that may cost him his own life. He will barely be able to get away now. In Your Dream will haunt in to try and get them off his mid laner. They did have the Ancient Seal there. Instead, Hidden Malice going to be placed down with the run of Atos out. Not really going to lead to much though. Looks like Boombill and Q are still waiting around. They could try for Abed, and they will. The hookshot is out. Ancient Seal with the Mystic Flare. Abed not paying respect to the combo. Maybe forgetting that Ancient Seal does exist on Skywrath, and he will die.
Yeah, really good movement out. Still not giving up in the mid.
Bit of Malice comes in, run of Atos there. Death now going to rotate as well. Oh, nice Phantasm dodge on the Rolling Thunder. Eventually it will hit, however, and And Death still trying to juke this one out, but he has gone a bit too far and will end up paying for it. Meanwhile, Savage wants that Tombstone gold. He will go back into Arfu, and he will get that gold that he wanted. Plus 125 for Savage. There's now another nice pit of Malice, Rod of Atos to come out. Line Striker Ray gonna land onto Savage, but he does get the Undying form now. Meanwhile, Arbed trying to play around with the supports, might just die for his trouble, but will barely be able to get away. Spoon Bell, Spectral Dagger gonna follow him down, does get the kill. They still want to keep fighting though. Pit of Malice is out. Savage keeps going onto the Undying, and with the waveform, he will be able to get the kill onto Paulison, but now they might be able to turn around back on the Morphling. Savage was dropping low, but is going to be fine. In fact, they will stick around and continue going into that mid-tier 1 tower.
And once it is, well, it's a completely different story coming out from CK. And this is where the Spectre can kind of fall flat. There's just not enough to clear out, although Fearless here.
He's going in. Does have the help of his supports behind him. They're looking for a hook shot, but now Ice. He's going to go back in with the Rolling Thunder. Oh, hook shot not going to land either. Burnbell just barely missing out on that one. Q's going to die to Paulison. And now MG Trust need to try and make a run for it. Team Dog still buying more and more time. But as I say that, the axe is up now. So, see how much of a difference this one makes. Like this Undying might be in trouble. Ice sticking around, but the Phantasm does come out now. Paulison going to be the first victim of it. And this could be the point where, you know, if you're Team Dog, you start to get a little bit worried about this. Ice. Get pulled in. Oh, the 4-second stun as well.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no getting out of that one.
That's value.
Mid lane, Savage will show. Are they going to jump in for a cheeky little Astral Step, but that's going to be it as a hook shot comes in. Burnbell perfect, but they can't lock him down long enough. Astral Step, however, or rather Aether Remnant does get Arfill. Now Savage in the middle of all this, trying to go after Arbed. He is dropping low. Arbed still rooted up, does go down. Can they keep going for more? Horn is going to be out there, chasing down Q. In fact, no, they'll turn back around onto the Morphling, but the Dark Rift going to be out from Fearless just in the nick of time. No. Savage is going to die. He gets everyone else out, but they lost their main carry. Rotate through the top lane now, it seems like. They've gone for a bit of a smoke up. They might actually run into 23 Savage, who is going to show up in this top lane. Rolling Thunder is going to be there. Line Striker landing, and the Laguna, they get Savage. Ice now running into Fearless. They don't have a Dark Grip for another few seconds. It looks like Fearless is not going to have time anyway. He might give it a crack, or maybe not. 2 cores going down for Motivate Trust once again. And time is a-ticking.
This Aegis assault can complicate the process in terms of hunting IYD. Death has not been able to really maximize the Phantasm on him, although he is going to try to go.
I don't think Death can do this on his own. Well, he can get Paulison, that's the start, but the Aegis is now on In Your Dream, and Death could be in a spot of danger. They'll try to Arbed, but he's got the Yules up and will avoid the stun. They ripped him back in. Arbed still just trying to run away. Now the Haunt comes out In Your Dream. They'll get Burnbell onto Death. The CK will not survive through this. Savage will be able to at least kill off Arbed, but he did just use that waveform and now needs a way out. In fact, maybe he needs a way back in. They want our food, but in Ice, getting the Rolling Thunder, going back after the Morphling. Of course, is not going to be enough to actually kill him off, but Ice is going to be able to just roll away and eventually TP back home.
But they really need to hunt In Your Dream. It feels like they've left him in the jungle for too long while they've had this power spike, and now they're paying the price. You should see a smoke come out, and they do, but now you have to deal with 2 lives in the Spectre. Could be a bit risky.
Ahmed, rooted up, does get the 4-staff away. Now the Phantasm Ahmed, poor guy, has to put up with all this damage coming out from Death, and Burnbell gets a great hook shot in. Paulison in a spot of danger is going to drop as well. No way out of that one. Very back and forth game as Death once again into Arfu now is going to find a 3rd target. And he is very good on this CK. Problem is, at the same time, In Your Dream does get an Eye of Skadi up. So now they've got a very nice way of dealing with the Morphling's strength morphing.
Dog.
Smoke up. They have the Haunt as well. Boombell going to break the smoke. Shotgun is there, but the Undying does survive. Boombell going to die along with Collison. Meanwhile, Arbet kills off Arfu. They go on to Ice. He's dropping low, still having the Rolling Thunder, but cannot get it off in time. And now Death is running down in your dream. They want the big one. They want that Spectre. With the stun out and the Rift, it's still not going to be enough. Savage goes in. Shotgun ready to go. They won't pop it yet. In fact, they go for Arbet instead. In your dream, being slowed up by the concussive, but it is not enough. Gonna be able to get out of there.
Some more towers out, getting easy tier 1. Team Dog. Aegis does expire now, so in your dream, if he does go in the front, has to be cautious.
Arbet. Astral steps in onto the clock. Another easy kill. They do get Boombell into Savage now. Morphling. It's not a bother. In your dream getting started. The strength morphing has begun. Still Laguna is going to come out after doing a lot of damage. And they do get the kill. Fearless just trying to Dark Rift out. Will be fine. But he could not get his carry out of there. That's going to hurt Fearless just a little bit.
Yeah, that's a very big pickup for Team Dog, punishing Savage for just being up too front for that tier 1. Just a bit too long. Although...
Oh, Death gets Ice.
Yeah, they needed Death to be closer earlier on. I think if Death was around, they could definitely have turned that fight with Illusion. Still looking for an opportunity here while Death is up. Nice kill in the courier. That was the Ags. Arbet just being denied at least some point boost.
Yeah, that it was. Arbet might actually get denied off himself here if he's not too careful, but he will dissimulate away back into Q and does get the kill. Onto Fearless they go. Fearless just going to go for a run. But he has been slowed up by that Eye of Skadi, and it looks like he is not getting out of this one. More kills to come for Team Dog. Smoke in from Motivate, but it's going to lead to really nothing. Apart from a couple of bounties. 3k net worth lead still standing there for Motivate. Going to move in now to the other side of that die triangle. Arbet going to be focused down, but Death going to get stunned up by Ice. Savage will go in, back straight onto Pulse. In fact, no, they'll go after another. It's going to be Fu going down, but the buyback is there in your dream. An absolute mess here, but Death is dropping low. Meanwhile, Arbet being controlled up by the Skywrath. There is just so much going on. Boombell is going to die. Death also goes down. Reality Rift away has left Savage behind. Uh-oh. In your dream on a godlike spree now, and I'm not sure what happened to Fearless there. I believe he got 4-staffed out. And yeah, Arfu actually 4-staffed Fearless away.
So you're going to have to contend with more dispersion or more Haunt Illusion damage down the line. And In Your Dream has basically been unchecked. He's 9-1. Besides that one laning that, he's been fine.
Yeah, and he's going to have that Abyssal Blade up very, very soon. Eggman is that much worse. Oh, Boombell tries to go for a hook shot, is going to miss, and now Death is going to be targeted. They want the CK dead first. He's trying to survive through this, but Ice has so much control. They are going to take down the CK. Haunted now. They're actually going after. Ice has found the rest, but they are going to get out of there, and meanwhile Boombell got left behind. Into the Roshan they go.
Yeah, there's no contest here. No Phantasm for a bit. No Clockwork to help them. Just going to be a nice Roche coming out here for the side of Team Dog.
Rod of Atos out. It looks like it was onto the Spectre. Mid lane, Arbet going to make a jump in onto Boombell. Get used up. Ice. He's had the Rolling Thunder if he wants. Still Boombell surviving, but eventually In Your Dream will come in. Does get the killer now. Arbet trying to go for more. Does catch out Fearless. Ice not going to commit the Rolling Thunder. Doesn't really want to dive the tier 3 tower yet. While Savage trying to force out the top tier 3. Eventually is going to TP back. No, In Your Dream comes in with the Abyssal Blade. And the Laguna is there and they do catch him. Now back onto the CK In Your Dream, feeling very confident. Arbet will be there to back him up. The Remnant is going to catch him. Death is also going to die. What a play out from In Your Dream.
You still have to contend with the Aegis on In Your Dream. He has it for a full about 2 minutes more. So he's just going to be confident into that high ground.
They will go. Oh, and Missile comes back out again. Fearless in big trouble. The Rolling Thunder's going to come through, and they do get another kill. Looking for more. Cogs, Boombill, going to be all right. In fact, no, he's not. He gets stunned up, but he's going to jump in straight after him. The Clockwork's gone. Now they can commit to this tier 3 tower. Buybacks will be expended. Savage going to respawn very soon, and that'll be enough.
They do have the Clockwork flares coming out, so they know when the rush is happening. The issue is, can they make something happen with the info? They're going to have to try to walk up there, and it's going to be a tricky fight.
They're going to try and go after Boombill. Ice going to jump over the cliff, straight into the Cogs as well. Gets the hammer off, puts him on the cliff. They don't have what it takes to get him right now, though. They're trying. Laguna comes through onto Savage. There's Boombill going down. And they'll feel much safer now going after that Roshan without the Clockwork.
So they're going to have to deal with the Aegis, the Cheese, and the Ag's Blessing coming through now. It does go to In Your Dream, so it is the Shadow Step. The high ground of MG Trust really shines. Fearless just presses Q, and the push stops for a moment. That's just the power of the Underlord in the late game. Not much you can really do, Team Dog, unless they want to pile their bodies up and force that Fearless.
Fu once again getting a great 4-star play off, and Fearless is going to die. He can buy it back. He will hold out for now, but In Your Dream is pretty in deep. Trying to get more. We'll find a double. And that is the second time Fu has 4-star Fearless and got away with it. Meanwhile, Savage being caught out down at the bot lane. Arbit going to hold him down. He does have a waveform, but he doesn't have the mana for it. And he's also going to go down. All heroes having buyback.
A really long respawn on Savage and Fearless, so those are the ones that they can force out. And they're just going to go.
Once again, who are they jumping on the back lines? Looks like In Your Dream was trying for Q. Glimmer Cape will save him. The buybacks do come out. Cheese on Arbit. Another repair kit out, but In Your Dream, he does a lot of damage to the tower, so he will just completely ignore it. Fearless getting caught. Savage clearing out the creep wave, but now Arbit look to jump in. Ice come in as well. Havoc Hammer going to knock them back a little bit. Boombill may have just been caught with that Laguna. He should have buyback, and he does. He can use it straight away. Arbit trying to force it out, but won't quite get it out. They do get the bot rats. They can still have plenty of time to go for more.
They don't have much time left in the Aegis.
Oh,
good kill on the Courier, though.
That was the Hex. The full Scythe device on Fearless is now gone.
Still no Aegis on IYD, so they have a moment of vulnerability here if they want to commit on this defense.
It's really hard, though. Like, In Your Dream's got the cheese up as well. They're going to go in with the Rolling Thunder. Ice looking to get this started. Who are they going to aim for, though? Well, they don't really find anyone, so they're back into the racks. Ice still going with this Rolling Thunder back into Savage, dodging out the hook shot as well from the Clockwork. That'll be enough. 2 lanes of racks have been taken out.
So, really good spot. They do smoke up here on Team Dog. They can't just drag In Your Dream in with a haunt.
I didn't realize In Your Dream was literally at 42k net worth. Shadow Step, or rather just Haunt, going to be expended. But they have found Savage, and Savage is going to go down. The Bloodthorn out from the Spectre going to be enough. And that was a dieback. Onto death they go. They'll find the CK. This should pretty much spell the end of the game. How do you defend without this Morphling? Death's going to buy it back. They're going to give it a shot. Fearless is copying a lot of damage. The Reality Rift is going to be there, but it's just nowhere near enough damage. Death will go down a second time. And that'll be it. In Your Dream running into the fountain, just having a bit of a shower for himself. And they do call the GG well played. And that'll be a tied series between Motivate Trust and Team Dog.
Yeah, really explosive last game for both sides. That is the closer for groups as well. Good showing from Team Dog, correcting their issues from game 1.